Yo, hello. Let's see, are we live right now? So, this should work. So, what's up, everyone? Wait 1 second. Let's see if this works. Excuse me. Let's see. I'm just trying to stable a lot of books here just to get the camera rolling for you guys. Okay, not working. I'm so sorry about this, guys. Hey, what's up, David? Let's see if this is gonna work. Let's do it the old-fashioned way. Let's put it on the bookshelf. Hey, what's up, everyone? How you doing? Sorry for the inconvenience in the beginning. A little bit slow there. So, if you're tuning in right now to Manse Mentions Part 12, how are you? I'm a bit tired. I just woke up from a little power nap, so some water will help. So today, I have some special news today. I will work on a brand new track today. I will start off. So basically, I have this old idea of a track. That actually I played this at Tomorrowland last year. So if you listen to my Tomorrowland set, you will hear the track. I think it's the sixth or seventh track or something. It's an ID track with the Mako vocal from Our Story, and I figured maybe it's cool to finish that track because it's quite a old sounding track, and I want to finish it to you guys. So um, I will actually gonna finish that track today, hopefully for you, and I will have the camera right here. And obviously the sound is not 100% perfect. I know this from the previous versions of Manse Mentions, but I think it will work for you guys, and I think you'll see how I work as well. So I really hope that you will like it, and I will continue talking during this session just to let you guys know that I'm alive. And so basically, I will just start up the project right now, and I will start up from where I finished off last time. So basically, what I've done with this track so far, I actually spiced it up the track a little bit. So I made a melodic version of it. So it's melodic now, and it's instead of so basically I will have like two versions of it. So one version is from the Tomorrowland ID, Tomorrowland set, and one version will be like the new 2016 update, and it's gonna be a melodic one. So it's gonna be two versions, and basically right now I'm working on this little mix between the melodic version and also the hard version. So also I pitched it up two notes up because it was better in that key. So you will hear it's a little bit different with the key, but I will play it and I will start working because yeah, I want to finish this track for you guys. So just stay tuned, and hopefully the bass will not tilt my my. Yeah, it works great. Okay, let's see here if the screen is okay. I think that's good. Yeah, I saw a comment about Twitch, and I always wanted to work with that, but I think for this Monster Mentions, probably yeah, maybe in the future, maybe I'll go over to Twitch, but I think for now, I think it works with Facebook mentions, but I know that the quality is not 100% perfect. I'll actually try one thing and see if it's gonna work. This might be cool to have it like this. Okay, so it's a lot of shitty sounds right now. So basically, this is the old version in the drop, basically, and it's. I'll actually start off with muting sounds and just start off, see what we can do better for the mix. So I always low cut my kick. It's this weird thing that I do on each track I start off with. I always low cut the kick because I love to have the snap of the kick, but yeah, I don't want to hear the low end of the kick all the times in the beginning when I'm making a track. And I think I have to redo the layering today as well because it doesn't sound good enough in my opinion. It sounds too old for me. I think you can see the screen quite good actually from here. Yeah. So anyways, so this is the first drop, and the first drop is quite generic. Yeah, not generic, but it's straightforward with this one note. And let's see here. As you can see. Too much delay. Yeah, reverb. I'll take it away. So basically, this is a really since now you can hear that the bass is really clashing with this lead. And I think I will use this one as the main lead. I will play it in mono just to see how it sounds there, because if it sounds good in mono, I think I will use this one as the main lead sound basically, because it already sounds very, yeah, it's very wide and very powerful already. Yeah, it's perfect in mono. A little bit high in volume and compress it a little bit more. Sorry, yeah, I will sidechain compress it a little bit. So basically, this is my sidechain compression. I always have this setting, and I just, depending on what volume on the kick that I use for different for each track, I mess around with the threshold, depending on like how much I want to duck on the kick. Basically, for some tracks, I want the sound to duck even more on the kick when the kick is hitting. So basically, I have my kick to always to bus 1, and then, you know, if the kick is not playing, the sound will not be compressed. Oh, sorry, it's a sidechain. And as soon as the kick starts working, you can see it starts working. Then depending on what I'm choosing to have the threshold on, yeah, I can just choose how much I want it to duck. I don't want too much, and I don't want too much, and I don't want too little. So I think it was a little bit too little. So I'll add some more now. Yeah. So basically, right now I'm not at home. Okay, let me see some questions here. Do you process mixing as you go along to save time and finish? Yeah, exactly. I do like mixing and mastering while I'm making a track, basically. So I like to have a presentable version just to hear, so I know that I'm on the right path with the track, and then I also know that maybe the track is in a bad key or whatever. So I like to do it while I'm making a track. So that's why I'm doing the EQing and some effect and everything while I'm producing, basically. So basically, for this little sound here, I have some OTT. So this is a very raw sound already. Okay. I will actually mute these babies just for now. So as you can hear, it's quite boring. So I'll mess around with some effects now, just to see how it can sound. Yes, of course. This is gonna be mono, so I don't wanna put a reverb on it. Usually I put a true verb on the waves on it just to make it a little bit wider. But now I want the sound in mono, so I want to add some more distortions and stuff, just to add some more power to it. Where is it? The fat filter setter. Perfect. I'll do some EQing just quickly. I'll do the heavy EQing later when I have all the leads layering and stuff. There's no need to do it now in the beginning. It's very low now. It's already like the melody is playing down to like, yeah, or at 100 hertz. So yeah, I have to decide if I want the leads to be in control of the track, or if I want the bass to be in control. In the old version, I had the basses very far away in the mix, so I had basically all the leads in the main focus on the track, and all the leads already went down to like, yeah, 100 200 hertz. As you can hear in the Tomorrowland version, it goes down very low. So I actually just had these two basses for this track, because yeah, the leads were dominating the track so much. And also I had the piano, but also them were quite far away in the mix, so you can't really hear them. But when I played this track on the computer speakers, which most people do, it doesn't sound that nice. So I want basically to maybe rework it and see what I can do. But I have to first check out the melody a little bit more and see. Like it all depends on in what key the track is playing, and also in what octave you have all the sounds in. So I will. So I just gonna mess a little bit with the mid bass a little bit. I also like to have it on low volume, the volume of the computer, because then you can also hear the leveling as well. Nice. I'll add some OTT from X-First, just makes the sound pop out a little bit more in a more dirty way. I like to use the scanner vibrato from Logic as well to make a track pop out the speakers more, but I want to have this lead as dirty as possible. So now everything is in mono. So since it's just three sounds, the kick and the basses and stuff. So let's see. I have the sub as well. Let me just check it out. Too low. I'll try. I usually use R bass for my subs, but I started using low air instead. Yes, sounds way better. Nice. Let's copy the setting. Just to make sure that the two basses that I have in this track get along. Nice. This is one big fat bass. I don't know if you can hear it, but yeah, nice. Overload. So basically this is quite a brand new computer and it's already started to fuck up. I love Apple sometimes. Or maybe it's something wrong with my Logic Pro 9 or something. That's my daily issues. Okay, so they sound decent for now. I will keep them there. So we have the basses and let's see here. So basically, what you can hear now, like I have my basic leads from the first version. I just want to use the main leads from that version as well. They're quite raw and just fill out the frequency spectrum quite good. But as you can hear, they were really dirty and they just sound, yeah, something is just really wrong. I just added the EQ to it and just cut it out up to like 150, 200 hertz. It already just makes them a little bit more tighter and also makes them just get their own space in the frequency spectrum. I think something was clashing with the subs and the mid bass, so this helped a lot. That was good. Like easy things like this can just clean up the mix a little bit while you're making a track, you know. So we have like I have 3 leads so far. I'm not sure if I like that one actually. Let's see, I'll mute it. So this one is really harsh. Yeah, I'll just cut it out. Let's see here. I want them all to duck at the same time, so I want them to have the same setting, and they do not have it, so I will make them so they will all have the same compression sidechain basically, so they duck at the same time. They didn't have it now, so that's not good. I'll do some individual EQing just to cut out some lows even more. There's one issue now. I can hear it stop. It's clashing with the kick actually. So you hear this at some points when the kick's hitting. It's like sounds like a click. I don't like that. So I might need to do some LFO sidechaining instead. Let's see. It's a little bit better, I think, with the volume sidechain. Let's see how it sounds without. I will compare it again. Let's see here. Between the sidechain compression, if you will open up. Ale. Okay. So let's see what sounds best. Yeah, it sounds way better with the volume sidechaining for these leads. Might not need exactly them to duck. Yeah, better. Just to make a little bit room for the kick. Let's mute the piano. Nice. Nexus. I think we all know that one. So this is gonna be my stereo lead, basically. You can't really hear it in the so this one is like super stereo, and it's actually like that from the Nexus actually. So that's perfect. And I also used the reverb within Nexus, and usually I try to stay away from that. But I'm gonna check this one thing and see if I can find a better reverb for it. Since it's already in stereo, I'm not sure if it's gonna need some true verb, because true verb makes your sound wider, and this might mess up the mix a little, mess up the sound a little bit of this sound. But let's see. I think for this sound, actually the built-in reverb is quite good. I will check another reverb that I use from UHA. It's very clean and very nice sounding reverb. I don't have the a lot of people use Valhalla reverb, but I don't have it. So let's see here. For now, I just put it 100% wet just to hear what I'm doing with the reverb. Since the melody is quite intense already, I have to make it quite short. This was quite nice actually. Yeah, so for this sound, I skipped the built-in reverb on Nexus and went for the Ubik A reverb from UHA. It's really nice. It just gives some more extra, maybe I can call it garage feeling to it. like industrial vibe to it. Perfect. Let's do some a little bit of EQing as well, just to make sure that all the sounds are. I have to show you guys with a good example like how to do this. So it sounds pretty nice already, but I'm thinking about maybe adding scanner vibrato just to make the sound pop out the speakers a little bit more. I'll see how that will sound. There's some frequencies I can, even though I'm just home producing, I can hear some that it's quite harsh though in the high frequency part. So I'll do a little bit of EQ in there. See here. So I will turn down the volume just for you guys, so it won't destroy your ears. Let's see here. It's a bad one. So it's all maybe a little bit less. Yes, much better. You can always find like at least like 2 or 3 really bad frequencies in your each sound. And now I found two so far. Let's see if I can find another one maybe, and see if we can find something in the lower part of the sound. It's pretty okay. Let's see here. Actually, for this one, it was only two really bad frequencies, so that was good. Without it, I don't know if you can hear this, but I hear a big difference already, just with some quick EQing. So let's see here. So basically, I have this super stereo lead. Now I'll add the super mono, 100% mono lead to these ones and see how it will sound. As you can hear, when I put like I have this gain on my master, so you can hear like when you press mono, the whole project will be in mono, and you can really hear what's disappearing in mono and what's still left there. And as soon as I press the mono button, you can really hear. You can hear the other sounds, but very vaguely, and you can really hear like the mono synth like just in charge. And that's cool for the clubs, you know. And when I just undo the mono button, like we have the whole image, so that's good. I think about maybe add one more mono sound, just to see if I can maybe make that mono sound a little bit more interesting. I will see what if I can find a cool sound for that. it's facing. This sound is bad. I'll mute that as well. I think the basses were clashing a little bit. So just make sure that they are, because it felt like they were like killing each other a little bit, and I added this low air as well from waves, just to give some extra warmth to the sub, and I think that actually took down the whole energy of the whole track. So I think I have to change the volume as well. And what I like to do is just to keep the old setting. I just like to write down like the main volume that I used from the beginning of the sub, so I know that if I go back to my R bass, maybe it sounds better. I don't know. I know that I had this certain setting. Yeah, it was way too high in volume, so I just took it down a couple of whoopa. Let's see here in a second drop. See here. way too high in the mix. Yeah, I have to let my computer rest a little bit. I will do some check out some of instead. So this is what happens sometimes with my computer. I have to just close it down for a couple of minutes. Yeah, man, Kieran, hairy man. So basically, this track I've been working on it for a while. I played it in my Tomorrowland set, and let's see if we have some questions here. Rehab presets? I don't think so. Let's see here. Ah, Adam Sunny, your wife say hello. Say hi back. Thank you. Nadia, I recognize your picture. Good to have you here. Let's see here. Sausage Fatner works with a great deal. Yeah, of course. The Sausage Fatner is quite classic. It's really good. You have also the overdrive function, which is really good. You have the scanner vibrato function just to make the sound pop at the speaker. You have the Fab Filter Saturn, which is really good to make the sound fatter. It's all about distortion and compression, basically. And what kick did I use for this track? I think it's the original sample is from the Vengeance 88 or something, the classic kick, and it's heavily EQ'd. So I made a lot of stuff to it. Used to make it fit the track. Yeah, I will do a Q&A as soon as maybe next time I will do a Q&A probably. What I use it for my subs from David Green. I use like silent for my sub. Basically, it's a triangle bass, so it's not a sine wave. So it's really fat, and I high cutted it, so you can't really hear what it actually do in the high frequencies. So that's really cool. So I just cut it. So what is your go-to reverb? Either the a reverb, or I use the true verb a lot, but yeah, sometimes you can't use it because it will mess up the mix a little bit on your different sounds. So I like to use true verb sometimes on leads that I want some more character on. But then if I just want a clean reverb, I use the from UHE. I also like to use the Averb from Logic Own, just because it's really nice for automation. It doesn't take so much CPU either, which is good for my computer, which is not working 100%ly. You use only one bass. How is this so strong in the whole mix? Yeah, it depends on which track I do. Like for some tracks, I use like 5 layers of basses. For this, yeah, so my internet is not good. Uh, and best compressor, I would say, um, I don't use so much compression, but when I do, my to go to compressor is actually the glue. I use that one a lot. It has some nice touch to it. I also like the compressor from Waves, the V comp. It's really nice. And also the Fab Filters compressor is really good as well. I don't use it that much though, but it has some nice character. But again, I don't use so much compression on my tracks because I like to do have my mix as clean as possible, and I think I can overuse compressor sometimes when I was start off making music. So I'm very careful with making too much compression basically. So basically, right now I'm at home and I'm open up the project here again. So basically, I have some fun news. I don't know if you heard that track All Around yet, but it's out on Armada Tries 2 weeks ago. It was just added. It was added to the fresh EDM list, which is huge. The thrilling music. What's the model of my lawnmower? Mower. No idea. It's red as your logo. Thrilling music. Yes, for the track that I'm working on right now, it's gonna be released very soon as a little gift for you guys. I'll probably do two versions. Let's get back to the project because now it's open here. Back in the business again. The computer has rested a little bit. Sorry about that, people. Yeah, about mastering. Yes, I think you should be careful with mastering, and I think I have like my setting that I use for mastering when I'm doing it by myself. When it comes to review recordings, Hardwell does the mastering for all the tracks there. But when it comes to Armada and other labels, I do my own mastering, and I'm very simple. Just I do a lot of compression on the multipressor from a zone, just to control, especially the low frequencies, a lot. And also I use just a simple compressor from the glue, and also the AOM limiter is the AOM invisible limiter is the best one in my opinion. I used the Fab Filter limiter before. And these are basically the three mastering plugins I use on my master. Also, of course, I have the channel EQing, but that's just for some effects sometimes in the build-ups and stuff, just to low cut and high cut and stuff and volume. And I usually also use the waves analyzer just to make sure, like in the end of the process when I'm in the studio and doing the mixdown and mastering, it's good to have a control and see what's missing in the frequency. But I like to use my ears a lot, and I rather do like reference listening a lot with other tracks to see what's missing, and then maybe I will do some final polishing with a EQing. Like I usually use the Fab Filter for like final EQing as well on the master, just to, you know, add some boost or minimize in some parts that I feel it should be boosted or whatever in the master. But I like to have as clean mix as possible. Uh, I mix really low, but how do I get all the volume back in the end? Using gain only or yeah, I also have a I have a lot of headroom in my mix basically, and as you can see here on my channel, like they're almost done in the end, and I like it because for me when if you send it to a mastering engineer, I like for Reveal when Hardwell does it, it's a lot of headroom, so that's good. Better than too much than too little. And then I just boost it with a limiter basically. So that's my tip to you, Eren. If you have a mix very low, you mixed very low, but then you can just have a limiter just to boost it back up and even more if you want to. Let's see here. So this is the second drop with the melodies as well, and I will do two versions of this track, one melodic version and one nice sub. I hate when you have the sounds. That's what I don't like with the LFO tool or volume sidechaining, because it. What I like with sidechain compression is that when as soon as the kick hits in, it starts to sidechain. But with LFO volume sidechain, it's always gonna sidechain where you don't want it to be. So you have to do some automation just to make sure it's when it's very it's quite annoying actually. Effects. Let's see. I'm really liking the melodic version though a lot. Dun, 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 dun. Let's see the break. The first break I might do. Let's see here. Let's see. I will do a nice break now because I have the old break, but I think I can make it better. Let's see what I can do. Add some. Take this away. Let's add contact. Cheesy. I don't want to make it too depressing though, since it should be also working for the clubs as well. Could be cool for a breakdown. Duh. So yeah, guys. Um, it's good for now. I think I'll be working for. Yeah, it's been up and down, but the computer is fucked up right now. We don't have so much viewer anymore, so maybe we should call it a day. So basically, this track will be a little a track. I will see when it's gonna be released, but hopefully soon. Um, yeah, I just want to say a big thanks for tuning in to Manse Mentions Part 12. It's been a pleasure to show you guys again how I work, and I will check out the questions below after I'm done here. I will check out the questions to see what I can answer afterwards, and I hope you have a good night. Peace, peace, bye bye.